Happy Tuesday, friends.
Hello, everyone. Before we hit record, Kim said, "Is it Tuesday?" Because who knows? Who knows what day it is? We know.
Serious. Huge victory. Today, I have jeans on.
Whoa.
I have not worn jeans in like 4 weeks.
I am not wearing pants.
It is not true. He does. What are jeans? Exactly. Why wear jeans? I mean, maybe you're a jeans person, but I am like leggings, sweatpants, yoga pants, even though I don't do yoga, all of that. So
it's not a requirement.
No.
I don't know what day it is, but we do know it is Coffee with Kim and Jason, sponsored by Escape Adulthood and the letter O. Oh. And also, it is the show that Adultitis does not want you to know about. So keep it on the down low. Tell everyone. Yeah.
So why O today?
Well, it has to do with our feathered friend of the day.
Yes. Can you see that we kind of changed the little makeshift set we have here? I said to Ben, do we have any bird stuffed animals? And he came back with like a whole laundry basket.
Clean good old Donald Duck. Speaking of which, let's start with show and tell.
Yes.
I have to share these little guys. Mm-hmm. So these are little birds that Kim bought us. There's two more up there, but this was Ben's, right? Mm-hmm. And this one is mine, Jaybird, little blue jay. But the best part about it, they have accurate little bird chirpy sounds. And
bird chirpy sounds.
It's a technical term.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
I know. It's because there's blue jays around.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah. And so one year for Christmas, we have our own little Christmas, routine. And I was trying to think of something I could get everybody that would be a little themed. And so I picked out a bird that matched everybody's personality. And little Ben is our sunshine boy, greeting the day with his, as I read more about the robin, the belly kind of represents the sun. And there's this whole thing about starting the day and something new. And that's really a good one for Ben. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Blue jay,
because it's the best.
Safe,
Best. Speaking of the best, make sure you vote in our poll today. What is the best bird? Best bird, eagle, owl, big bird, or Larry? What do you got there, Kim? Show and tell.
I've been making pom-poms. Well, I finished this hat. And I had some of the stuff left over yarn. And so I kind of combined it with two different colors. I don't know if you can kind of see. And as soon as I made it, the kids were like, "Why did you make a COVID-19 coronavirus pom-pom?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, why is it that?" So yes.
Who knew what a COVID-19 cell virus look like?
Is it just us, or did I accidentally do this? It's like I didn't mean to, but it is maybe subconsciously. I was like processing.
I've been spraying Lysol on it all day. It will not die.
Why am I touching it? So there's my show and tell. I can't get myself to put it on the hat now because it just will remind me of this time period in a not so great way.
Well, we should get like a plexiglass or glass case and
put it in there.
Sconce it in there, and we'll put a little thing on there,
with the dates, Yeah. So wouldn't we give anything to know what that end date is on that plexiglass?
Yeah, it would be pretty good. Hey, sooner than you think.
Right.
We're nailing this down. Mm-hmm. Curve is being flattened as we speak. Amazing things are coming out of this.
Yep.
It's good stuff. All right. Just hang in there a little bit longer. So as you know, we've been doing this show. We've been thinking a lot about it. We've been tinkering along the way. We're trying new things. Want to make sure that I think some big changes are coming. And in order for you to realize or know what is going to happen, I definitely want you to become an insider. It's totally free. escapeadulthood.com/coffee. You'll get the updates because we may move to a different platform from Crowdcast.
Yeah,
so if you're following us only on Crowdcast, you may not know what's going to happen next. So we're not sure. We don't have anything to report yet, but I do want to make sure that anyone who wants to know what's going to happen next is in the loop on that.
Yes.
But we're trying new things. And so one of the things we wanted to try today is incorporate show and tell with the live audience. And so we wanted to bring up one person who, I know this is like last minute. You're probably not prepared.
This is not prearranged. Okay.
But if you have something nearby that is something you would like to show and tell, perhaps something that is meaningful to you right now in this pandemic, or something interesting, let us know.
It's pretty subjective.
It really could be anything.
It could be anything, really.
Put in the chat right now. Pick me. Okay, we'll do that. Pick me.
Yeah.
And we'll give you some time to think about it, and we'll do that a little bit later on
see some
in the show.
Fun names here today that I haven't seen. Why? Hi, Tara. Hope you're feeling better. Brenda, Susan, Timothy, some cool. And Kara. We got the whole.
So we thought it would be cool if anyone's interested to come up for a minute just to share your thing.
We're not scary.
We don't have to. So maybe we'll get no one, but we want to throw
Can
that
they be in their
there.
pajamas?
You can be wearing whatever you want. Keep it PG. Right?
The kids do watch these on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hello, Martha. Martha just jumped on.
Hey.
We got a lot of tea. We got some Diet Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw Pepsi earlier. So good stuff.
All the varieties.
So we'll get back to that in a second, but just pick me in the chat if you want to come on in a little bit. But the main reason we wanted to talk today was to give you some more encouragement. That's what we've been trying to do this whole time. And one of the things I wanted to pull up because of the topic, smack you in the face. This is a painting that I did last year sometime.
Yeah.
And I revealed this at the Escape Adulthood Summit last year. And one of the things that struck me about owls is that they always seem so angry, right? They've always got that look. And so as I was playing around in my sketchbook, I was like, well, let me give him a reason to be angry. So I put this ice cream cone.
Is that what you're going to do with me if I look angry? Let me give you a reason. That reminds me of my mom. I'll give you a reason. Yeah. Maybe it was sort of that. Yeah.
But I had this idea of the smelting ice cream cone, and he's just like looks pissed, right? So I made this. Well, of course, when I work on painting, sometimes as I'm working on it, new meanings sort of emerge. And I realized that the reason a certain painting was made is different than what I originally planned. And sometimes I just literally go with it because I think it's a cool idea and it would be fun to paint. And then something comes out of it that I didn't anticipate. And this is this one. So what I kind of realized as I was painting is like, maybe he's not angry. Maybe he's just focused. And it occurred to me how important the ability to focus is. And especially in this time right now.
Do you feel like you have an ice cream cone on your head?
Well, I did today, actually, because today I did a radio interview that was pre-recorded, and it went awesome. Like, it was great. And then I got an email back from the engineer about a half hour later with a big apology saying that the first part of the interview was completely silent, and they wanted to know if I could redo it. I'm like, ugh.
Ice cream on your head.
I'm like, because that just sucks. So probably will reschedule it. It'll be fine. Again, first world problems here. But in the moment, it was like sucked, right? Well, one of the things that I actually said in the interview that I thought would be appropriate here is the guy asked me, like, what, when you're in a time like this and you're just sort of like frustrated and sad and anxious and whatever, it's like, what can you do to get to a point where you're starting to see possibilities, right? And so what I shared was the idea of what we do have control over. And one of the things we all have control over is our inputs, right? Our inputs. What are we inputting into our days, into our brains, into our eyes? And that can mean, like, if you're inputting the news all day long, well, then of course you're going to feel crappy. If you're inputting positive things, funny memes, watching funny shows, watching inspiring movies, plugging into an inspiring community like this, these fellow Adultitis Fighters that are all here, then that's going to also change your mood. And we totally have control over how much news we're watching, if at all, who we're following on social media, what inputs we have. And so this idea of focus to me was important because having focus of what our inputs are, what we're focusing on, is an everyday decision. And I wanted to encourage you with that because on one day, heck, 1 hour of the day, you can feel awesome. Like, yeah, everything is going to be great. This is going to be fine. We're okay. And then 2 minutes later, you're like, the world is over. My life is terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lose it all.
I think that's very relatable universally right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the important thing is to say, like, give yourself a break and just refocus. Decide what you're going to focus on today. Right now, I'm going to focus on the good. I'm going to focus on the positive. I'm going to focus on the good things that are coming out of this. I'm going to focus on the things I'm grateful for. And it's interesting because we learned about how focused the owl is at the summit.
Yeah. So those of you, and I see a lot of summit alumni here in the chat today, may remember, as I called her, the bird lady, but she had a real name. She was wonderful, but like she was a raven kind of maven. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what her name was.
Her official business name was.
But anyway, she brought birds and
Lady Bird Johnson.
Yeah. Maybe someone who might remember her name could put it in the chat for us. But basically, our theme last year was wild and free. And we had this whole animal theme going. And she literally brought birds from her sanctuary and told us all about them. And all of us were like 5 and 6 years old again, sitting there at the field trip, kind of like learning these amazing facts. And so when she brought the owls, remember Cookie, the little barn owl?
Barn owl, yeah.
We were in a barn that was like a corporate barn. And he's like looking up like, I want to go up there. And she said that owls can do this thing where basically, like if you picture the size of a football field, that in that space, if there was a mouse that was in that football field space in the dark, they can laser focus their abilities and
superpowers.
Yeah. And basically catch that mouse in the dark in the size of a football field.
Creepy, right? But she also said that raptors, which is an owl is a raptor. So this is, nature show we've suddenly turned into, that if it wasn't for raptors taking down the mice, she said in a matter of months?
I mean,
because mice and rats reproduce so quickly that the entire world would be like a foot worth of mice and rats everywhere.
Everybody in the room, there was 80 of us or whatever. We're like, what? Like the vivid image of mice and rats everywhere, like a foot high.
Yeah.
So they're busy, and the focus to be able to do that, they're always on the lookout for their next meal. They always have to stay focused.
And they're always focused. And so we're like, that's a good reminder for the day that we all need to be focused on the good. And again, my encouragement is that it is a daily, sometimes an hourly choice. And it's easy to forget and feel bad that, geez, what's the matter with me? And I'm down in the dumps today. I was doing so good. Like, it's okay, right? It's okay. It's a choice. But the important thing is what are we focusing on?
And just that reminder helps you be more resilient. I think there's a tendency to then kind of just get in the slump and stay there for a while, which, there's a certain amount of that that's really, really healthy and normal and okay. But there is a point where it's good to get off the couch and maybe, I don't know, wash your hair or something,
Yeah. Jenna put up, thank you, John. I knew Jenna would jump in there. Diane.
Thank you.
From Who's Woods Raptor Center.
Yes.
It's all coming back to me now.
Yes,
Diane. She was awesome.
Wonderful. Everybody was, like I said, I don't know if I've ever seen a group of 80 adults whisk back to being 6 years old that collectively, when she pulled these animals out, we were just like, whoa, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. There was she had a bald eagle that she brought, and it was a juvenile. I didn't know the juveniles have black, like they don't have the white head, the white feathers that we associate with a normal bald eagle. I don't know what age it is. They're 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, it's a couple years
before they get that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Steven says, good old what's her name?
Yes, exactly. All right. So let's see. Tara said, pick me.
Hey.
I don't know if she's still open to do that. It was a few minutes ago. So we'll invite Tara on to see if she has a show and tell she wants to share. And
Tara, actually, ironically, my show and tell was connected to Tara yesterday.
Yes,
I showed the tile of the Wonder Hunt mosaics, and that was from Tara. Tara, good to see you.
I didn't know it was show and hunt. I'd show and tell. I missed that.
No one knew. Everyone was. Do you have something to share with us?
Oh gosh. I'm trying to think, like, what did I bring back from my office, like my real office, that like I couldn't live without? I'll probably share like this calendar that I have.
Oh,
that has like all these amazing like positive things.
Love that. Happiness is the best.
Channel love always. Oh, that's
very cool. So every day it's a new one.
Every day it's a new one, and it's my responsibility to flip this over, take a picture, and send it to my staff, because I have one of these on my desk from 2016 that I have not completed yet, because I like get stuck on it and I want to keep it for like a week. And yeah, it's a page a day calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, page a day, Workman Publishing. But I mean, right now, are you kidding me? Like, this was Mondays. It's a new day.
Oh, wow. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I've been posting them on my Facebook page and stuff. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, so my team gets really mad. Like, if I miss a day, they're like, flip the calendar.
Tara, you have one job.
I know, that's like my only job. Yeah.
What's your shirt say? World's okayest.
Yeah, I'm all about this quarantine. I've got like my graphic tees every day, and then I just wear yoga pants. And
so I've got a question for you, but I'm totally putting you on the spot. So if you need think time, we can reconnect another time. But I'm curious if you know so far. I mean, just to give people a little background, Tara runs her own business, and obviously now you guys are all remote and that sort of thing. So, is there anything from the business perspective that you're going to bring back and do different now? Has this, or is it like, not yet, we're still percolating, but has there been any obvious changes that you want to implement?
Yeah, like I am surprisingly way more focused than I thought I was going to be at home working remotely. Like I think that when we go back to the office, there will probably be days where I work from home just to catch up. But I have done way more prospecting, way more lead follow-up, lead gen and stuff, because, when I'm in the office, like, of course I miss the office. Like, I miss that the most, because I have a very, very strong culture, and we do Zoom meetings, and literally at the end of the meeting, everyone's like, love you too. Like, what? Yeah. So I miss my staff incredibly. So we do Zoom meetings every morning at 9. And we've been playing a game called House Party, because, we play spoons in the office a couple times a week. And the March winner won by default. And I was like, that's not happening in April. So,
technicality, huh?
Yeah. So we've been playing a game called Chips and Guac, which is kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but it's very toned down. Kind of like apples to apples.
Okay.
But yeah, like I can sit at my desk for probably 4 or 5 hours. Like, if the girls are engaged and they're doing their schoolwork and they're kind of in their own zone. Like, I'm actually in my daughter's bedroom. There's I had to take over a room in the house because I didn't have an office, because all the rooms are being used. So just shut the door, and then when the door's shut, mommy's working. But I definitely think that it's helped me be way more focused. And
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's really neat to see what everyone. One of the guys I was talking about on the interview today is a financial planner, and he said that this has caused all of his clients, many of which who are inexperienced with technology, have to learn it, and it's made their meetings so much better that he said, I'm going to include this as an official service, because he said, I got a husband and wife who are coming, and they have to arrange both of their schedules, and one of them is late. They show up, they're all discombobulated. You don't get as quality of a time. And he's like, this is actually better to do it this way. So it's cool to see people adapt and adjust, and what things will come out of this once we get back to normal. So
yeah, I will say, like, we have a lot of website work going on right now, because in my line of work, people typically their website's always the back burner, right? So they don't have time. Now they have the time. So we offer deferred payments for 2 months, so people can work on it now while they're in quarantine, and then they can pay for it 2 months down the road.
Cool. Smart.
Yeah. So, and what we're finding is that our Zoom meetings to talk about design with our clients is so much stronger than trying to talk on the phone or whatever, because we can share screens on both sides. Like, I don't know why I didn't use this technology before.
Yeah.
But yeah, using Zoom meetings and Google Hangout, stuff like that, whatever our clients are comfortable with. But so that's probably going to, like, my staff, we have an open Zoom link that they can jump on Zoom anytime they want to talk or to share ideas, or they'll sometimes hold up sketches or whatever. So I mean, it's almost like we're getting more face-to-face with our clients in this arena than before. So
wow,
very cool.
That's fun.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping on and sharing with us. I love that you volunteered to be on and you didn't even know fully why we were calling you. So
I've always got something to show. I've got this on my desk too. I'm not quite at the red yet, but this is from the Adulthood Summit, where it's a little fun meter.
That's cute. Yeah.
I like that.
Happy hour, I get into the red area now.
Being in the yellow at a time like this is a good place to be. Thanks, Tara.
Say hi to everybody. Bye. Aw, that was fun.
Awesome. Cool.
That was so cool.
Well, we might have to keep that up as a tradition.
And I love the wall color in her background there. It makes me want to paint a room.
By the way, Brenda says, tried to get my daughter to come on since she's celebrating her 20th birthday today. She's not up for it. A little bit shy. That's okay. Yeah. We wish her a happy birthday. Kind of a bummer to have to celebrate your birthday in a time like this, but I'm sure you're doing everything to make it special and unique. I mean, a lot of people, we've talked about, Easter was celebrated by a lot of people this past weekend, and it was very different, but heard from someone today that they said like it was their favorite Easter because it was just different, and what they made it maybe more intentional, made it kind of neat. So
hey, Ian, you made it. Good to see you. All technical issues.
Cheers.
Adultitis.
Yeah. So, okay, let me check in on this poll. We got a few minutes here. It looks like Eagle is winning the best bird poll. Owl is third. Big Bird is actually now Big Bird and Owl are second. Nice. So it's quite and Larry. No votes for Larry. Some of the people don't even know who Larry Bird is.
What team did he play for?
Boston Celtics.
So no East Coasters, I don't know.
Boston people. Okay, so I wanted to share a couple things. So Wonder Hunt started yesterday. It's already
fast and furious and awesome. And I see some Wonder Hunters in the comments. I mean, one of my favorite ones yesterday, we talked about the concept of having something being broken and beautiful at the same time. And I think my favorite post, maybe it's hard to say favorite, but one of the posts that really touched my heart was that like feral cat that was hanging around these people's house.
Community cat that was just didn't have an owner.
And missing a leg, and they were just saying how broken this poor cat is, and who knows the history of this cat. But the family has kind of been reaching out and just showing it so much love and giving it what it needs, and it's starting to get a little bit more comfortable with everybody. So that was kind of a neat one. I mean, obviously there's a lot of nature pictures, but there's a lot of different takes that people take on this. So
and really, that's my inspiring thing, is to see people with a picture, and the picture, like, either it might be beautiful or it might seem normal, but then what people are taking from it,
and
their perceptions and their reflections, like, wow, that's really
pretty
deep and inspiring. And I know you said you were in tears a little bit last night with a couple of them.
I don't know if anyone in the feed here in the comments can relate to that. If you're reading some of these, I mean, people are really sharing some deep stuff. I think people are really in a vulnerable place right now. When I say people, I mean all of us, because of all that's happening. And so it just invites a lot of honesty, and it's coming out here in the first challenge. So the other cool thing I saw, a common denominator of yesterday's challenge, was a lot of broken down docks. Did you catch that?
Yeah, that was an interesting.
Yeah, there was like a theme of people posting these broken down docks. One had like a bird on it, or pelican or something. But this concept of, all that this dock has, provided, there is something really beautiful about a dock that looks all disheveled. Yeah. So it's kind of neat to see what people find.
Yeah, it's been cool. So if you're watching this now and you're not a part of it and want to jump in, you're like, oh man, that does sound pretty cool. It's like not too late. We'll be probably closing the doors to the cohort soon, but for now, it's really easy to get caught back up. If you're here live, the sign up for the Wonder Hunt button is down there. If you're watching a replay and it's the middle of April, you can still get in. Go to escapeadulthood.com/wonderhunt. But yeah, it's been pretty cool, and it's we've been really inspired by everyone.
Yes.
Speaking of inspired, I forgot we had this going. So there's a GIF that Kim has
Rachel
been
will
sharing
appreciate this. Yes.
with everyone. She sent it to me several times, and it seemed to fit perfectly for this topic today. Hopefully this will come across.
Owl Girl is life.
This Owl Girl is the best thing in my life right now. Just like,
I love her with all my heart. I mean, here's the sad thing. I can't find this GIF again. I don't know what I searched for. So luckily I went to someone I sent it to and I like saved it on my phone. But I don't know how to find her ever again, but she is amazing.
So they're just a little present from us to you. I don't know who made this, where it came from. It is the most freaking adorable thing.
Rachel's comment, "Oh, girl is life."
Girl is life. I'm right.
If we can't enjoy things like this right now, then what's the point? All the kids wanted to visit today. They've been so busy doing other stuff. Why don't you come in between, okay? You want to come over? Hey guys. We mixed up the environment on them, so we're not hanging out by them right now. So what do you have there?
I have.
Someone got a little Trolls Lego set in her Easter basket.
Drum set.
And it's all band themed. The world tour.
This new Trolls that came out is like about like concerts and all that kind of stuff.
You guys have been playing hardcore
Lucy
with
got
that.
scalped, Steven says.
Poppy.
You want to bend down?
Is that
there,
her name?
she's still
Poppy?
got it does her hair. Her hair looks dark.
Yes, they've been busy with that. Building stuff. How about you? What have you been up to, Ben?
Not too much.
Tell everybody what we did out in the woods today.
We broke down a tree.
Lumberjacks.
You know, I mean, we're just, pretty much.
Fell the tree?
No.
Like just all in the days where that's what homeschooling is.
What do you think we did in the woods?
We smashed down a tree.
Context, Mom? Any context there?
Lucy, any insights there? Articulation?
We smashed down a tree.
Consensus.
So there's a tree that has fallen and it's been decomposing, and so they've been wanting to break it apart. And
it's at that stage where it's very gratifying to kick it or hit it with a stick because it kind of like
this is like stress relief, you guys. Don't judge.
As a as a homeschooling thing, we've talked about decay and the difference between decay and erosion and what happens to living things when they die and they become dirt and all
So basically the trunk is dirt. Okay.
It's pretty much there. Yeah.
So we not only, they found good, sticks that you could really get at it, and they really broke it apart. You'll be surprised what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then we went back home and got some buckets, and we filled buckets of the dirt, and we're going to start growing things in it. We're going to try to use it as soil because it seems like dirt to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just doing some science here. Okay, friends. So if anyone has any tips for me on what, if that's going to fail immediately and you already know that, you want to tell us?
We'll find out soon enough.
So,
all right, dudes. Thanks for stopping by.
all right. You want your guys back? Here, go ahead.
So as we wind down here, one last quick of the poll. Looks like the Eagles got it, although the Owl has come on strong. Big Bird up at third. Still nothing for Larry. Tomorrow's show, you will not want to miss it. We have a special guest. I don't know if anyone here remembers watching the web series Kid President. But we have on the creator of that. So you probably remember Kid President, Robbie Novak.
Pep talk, time for a pep talk. Yep. I love that one.
Robbie Novak is Kid President, but the creator of Kid President is actually his brother-in-law, Brad Montague. And so Brad has a new book that is just out. It is called Becoming Better Grown-Ups. And this thing is taken off like a rocket. This is such a cool book. It's got his
he's an illustrator.
I can relate
too.
to it because he's got his illustrations in it, and it's a really fun little book. that I've been digging into, and I love it. And I'm so excited that he agreed to come on the show tomorrow. We're going to talk to him for a little bit.
And of course, the endorsement on the front is by Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson, who played Dwight in The Office.
So Rainn's the founder of Soul Pancake. Is that right?
That's
and
right.
They pretty much distributed a lot of those Kid President videos.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. I think they were the ones who helped kind of launch it.
Yeah.
So we're super excited for Brad. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to see that. And in the meantime, like I said, go to escapeadulthood.com/coffee because we got some big changes in the works. We want to make sure that you know about it. If you like watching these, you want to get on our list.
Steven says false.
Yeah,
Dwight.
Dwight line.
Seems like you would like Dwight, Steven. That's, Yeah. Oh, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. When Jim pretended to be Dwight, that was great. That was great. So many great things with that.
What am I thinking of? Is there a Chris Farley skit where he's like, remember that time when, I'm talking about?
We're talking to Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should try to get Paul McCartney on. That'd be, anyone knows him?
Yeah, just send him a link.
Give us a jingle. We'll talk to him. But thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you guys for being here. We enjoy spending time with you. One last thing. Just because. Go own this world. Own this day. Stay focused on the good. Stay focused on the good inputs. We will get through this. We will get through this together. Thank you guys.